To our main discussion. It's exactly 25 days to the Ondo state governorship election, and political parties are warming up to take leadership of the state for the next 4 years. On the program today, we're having one of the governorship candidates in the 16th of November election, this time from the new Nigeria People's Party. He is Gbenga Edema, and he joins me from our Abuja studios. Good to have you join us on the program, Mr. Edema. Some political watchers have described you as a pretender in this race. They say you're going nowhere. How do you respond to them?
Good evening. Thank you for having me here once again. The last time I was there, I was an aspirant under the platform of the APC. But to the glory of God, I'm now a candidate and I have my name on the ballot. And the name of my party is the New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP. For those who think that I'm a pretender, they are at liberty to decide or to believe whatever they want to believe. For instance, people believe that Goliath was a champion from his youth until he met one David who did not see Goliath as a giant, and he defeated Goliath. This, my project, is God's own project. And because it's God's project, I don't have to worry so much. It defies logic, and it's going to defy logic. So let them be. Let them begin to reason the way they reason. By 17th of November, I'm sure they will rejoice with me. And they will know that there's a God that rules in the affairs of men, and he gives power to whomsoever he will. That is my power. That is my strength. They are at liberty to believe what they want to believe.
Mr. Edema, many other candidates and their political parties claim their project is God's own project. But as it stands now, some have actually described your party as a party of the North. How formidable is the NNPP in Ondo State?
My party is not a regional party, so I can't say it's the party of the North. This is a national party. Yet it might be stronger in the North than in other parts of the country. Just like Labour Party was stronger in certain parts of the country, but yet it is a national party. When APC was formed in 2014, we were part of the formation. I was a member of the Ondo State House of Assembly in 2014 when APC was formed, amalgam of CPC, AC, and so on. So that's the way it will look like. We are emerging, we are growing in bounds. We are leaping in bounds. So Ondo State is another destination where NNPP is going to capture, and we will register our presence there. So for those who think it's a regional party or a sessional party, well, they are at liberty too to believe whatever they want to believe. I'm sure it's out of ignorance, but NNPP is a national party, but it's emerging. If to the southwest now, with Ondo State as our next point of destination. So thank you. And the people of Ondo State have known us. They believe in me. You see, in governorship election, the election is both the amalgam of the party and the candidate. So I brought this party into Ondo State now, not because they didn't have a presence there before, but the presence of NNPP became loud because one Gbenga Edema has just joined. Just like Rahman Olusegun joined the Labour Party in 2007. And he became the governor of Ondo State, and Labour Party became a household name in Ondo State. We have also brought NNPP to Ondo State, and it's going to be a household name very soon, come November 17 by the grace of God.
But Mr. Edema, looking at pictures, videos from the inauguration of your campaign there are fewer number of people compared to what you have when other parties flagged off their campaign. How do you convince Nigerians that you actually have a stake in Ondo State?
Well, only 3 political parties have done flag off. So I don't know how many parties you are talking about. The APC, the PDP, and the NNPP. So if you want to do a comparative analysis, let us do a comparison based on these 3 political parties. For instance, APC is the incumbent. So you will expect a lot of people to pretend to be part of it. Yes, they have all the resources in the whole world, but those are not the people that are going to vote. The people are going to vote at the hinterlands and within the people, and those are the people we are talking to. Flag off is just a ceremonial affairs. So to let us know that we are registering our presence. But as we are talking to you now, we are talking to organizations, to groups, to landlord associations, to all manner of groups. And those are the people that are going to convince their members to be able to vote and vote for us. They are going to look at our manifesto. So not about number of people. Let them tell us what they want to do for the people of Ondo State. We have set up a 7-point agenda. We say we want to give them free education, free health services to Ondo State citizens. We want to devolve power to the local government. Whereas some time ago, the local government's assets were taken away from them by the state government, the markets, the signage, and all those things. And we are saying we want to return those facilities to them because that's the only way to drive away poverty. Once you drive away poverty from the grassroots, poverty will be there. We flee forever. So we want to find a way of making sure that no longer shall people go to the bed hungry in Ondo State. Those are things that the people of Ondo State need. The people you see in all the rallies, as you are saying, most of them are bystanders, and that is not our own strategy.
But Mr. Edema, you were also very actively involved in these other, at least in the All Progressives Congress, for instance, before you left, as a disgruntled contestant in that election. You actually left the APC disgruntled, and it was against your party's wish and reconciliation efforts. Why should the people of Ondo State entrust their mandate to you?
The people of Ondo State, one, trust me because I'm not new. And this is not the first time I'm moving from one party to the other. I'm leading the party to win. In 1999, it was AD that was in government in Ondo State, whereas I was a member of the PDP. By 2003, when Agago came, I was an integral member of the PDP. By 2009, when PDP began to see that they were big and they never needed some of us, we moved to Labour Party and Labour Party won. Thereafter, Labour Party people, led by Governor Miko, went back to PDP. I left for APC in 2014. And to the glory of God, by 2015, APC have been reigning in Ondo State ever since. I have now left for NNPP. I have a pedigree. And the people trust me. That's why they vote for the party I moved to. This is not going to be an exception. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Edema, if Oluwatosin Ayeni had refused to step down as candidate of the NNPP, you wouldn't have been able to be the flag bearer of that party.
Exactly.
How do you respond to that? Yes, Mr. Edema.
I have told you that my name on the ballot, that my name is on the ballot is divine. This is God's own project. He has given the mandate and he has given me the anointing to do all these things I want to do. I have created a 7-point agenda as God has told me to do, so that the people will be brought out of poverty, so that there will be free education for all, so that there will be free health services for our people, so that our young people will no longer be begging for bread, because they have what we can do through their creative activities, through entrepreneurship, and through industrialization. That my name, therefore, is on the ballot, whether Israel Ayeni left or not, is divine. And that is why, come November 16, 2024, I will emerge by the grace of God as the next governor of Ondo State, through the will of God and the mandate of my people in Ondo State.
Well, Mr. Edema, your party, the NNPP, is factionalized at the center. On whose side are you, or do you have the buy-in of both factions of the NNPP?
I am not aware of any faction in NNPP. The one I know is the one led by Dr. Ajuji Ahmed, and that is the one that INEC has been dealing with. If there are people who claim to be factional members of NNPP, I think in their imagination, it's facade. Let them go to court if they feel that they have more mandate. Let them tell INEC what they should do. But as far as I'm concerned, the people that INEC deal with today is the leadership by Dr. Ahmed Ajuji, and that is the one I recognize. Thank you.
Is that the Anegbunam or Kwankwaso faction of the NNPP?
I know that there's Dr. Ajuji, and I know that Dr. Rabi Kwankwaso is the leader of the party. That is the party that I know. That is the party that accepted me into this party and registered me and gave me waiver and all the things that the Electoral Act requires of me. That is the group that accepted me, and that's the group that I know, and that's the one that is recognized by INEC. So if there's any group that claims to be NNPP, let them go and approach INEC and sort themselves out.
All this is a facade, and you say that this group cannot exactly lay claim to leadership of the party. Can it, by chance, affect your chances of winning this election?
Never. Never, because one, like I told you, The people of Ondo State are going to vote more about personality and more on personalities, and also more on what they are able to produce. You see, a lot of people go out to campaign there. We are going to complete what our predecessors have done. Tell us in clear terms what you do concerning education. What will you do concerning health? What will you do in terms of local government administration to drive away poverty? What will you do in our cities to make it sustainable? And cities what will you do about security? Those are the things that the people of Ondo State want to hear at this moment. It's not about I will complete this road, I will do this. All these are embedded in principles, governance principles. For instance, we have studied the government in place for 10 months now. You recall I came here sometimes ago and said I wasn't able to assess that government because they had done less than 100 days in office. But this is 10 months now, and the people of Ondo State have had the opportunity of assessing the governance of the APC government led by Lucky Aiyedatiwa, and they have marked them 0. So I don't need to do so much work because the people are assessing us and they know us inside out. So it doesn't matter whether I'm flying Kerubu and Seraphim Church party in Nigeria. The people know the person they want to vote for, and that is Gbenga Edema. But I'm flying NNPP this hour. And they have now found out that political parties are like more low.